From the beautiful campus of Casper College, it's the T-Birds Coaches Show, bringing you game breakdowns, expert analysis, and exclusive interviews. Here's your host, Tom Myler.
Welcome, T-Bird fans, to another great Casper College Coaches Show. Because today, I don't know if you can really call it a coach show, because we have a special treat here with our women's volleyball team. We have here on my right, we have McKenna Lorenzen. Here on my left, we have Jocelyn Rajvan. So we are very excited to have both of you here. And, well, you know, you could say hi to the T-Bird fans if you would like.
Hi.
Hello.
All right, well, now this is making a little bit more sense about what Coach Angel's always talking about with communication being an issue here. I think we need to get you girls a little bit more talkative.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Now you break out of your shell. It's all right. You're in a safe space. We're going to talk volleyball. I mean, that's what you do, right? We talk volleyball.
Yeah.
You play volleyball. Love it. So, in fact, we're going to get started off with something pretty simple. So, this past weekend, you had 4 games. You went to a tournament down in Sterling, Colorado. You played, I believe it was, let's take the first one. There was Dodge, and it was New Mexico Junior College. Then it was Odessa, and then it was Utah State Eastern.
Yep.
Okay, so we always usually like to start with the good, the bad, and what can be improved, because, you know, ugly, whatever. Anyway, so let's start with this first game against Dodge. Tell me a little bit about the good of that game.
There wasn't a lot. That one was
So honest.
definitely a rough game for us. Like, we didn't. The good, I would say, like, we played basics. Like, we went back to the basics, kind of, but we didn't really stay aggressive with them. If that's, I don't know, what would you say, McKenna?
I mean, I would say, like, energy, obviously, like, always our first game, I've noticed, like, it starts off pretty low. But I think the good part of that game was definitely picking that up. And I would say, like, some of the bad, it wasn't even that bad. It was just, like, staying with that energy and maintaining it. And serves was just, like, a big part, I guess. Like, we just need to improve on that. I think serving is our biggest thing we got to focus on.
And I know Coach Angel likes to have aggressive serves, right? So you're really targeting those, you know, I wouldn't say they're weakest players, but just those that you see that, hey, if you get them, it's going to get them out of position and have them really not organized well, so their offense is off kilter, and that's better for your defense. But sometimes being aggressive with those serves can end in a few errors.
A lot
Yeah,
of it.
lots, yeah.
Well, I mean, so then here's the question for you then. How are you able to adjust that energy? So you said the good thing was that you started off low, but then you were able to adjust. How are you able to recognize and say, hey, we got to up our game here?
Coming together in the court, like, if we all notice, like, our facial expressions are just like, it looks like we don't want to be there, but we do. So someone will say
so.
in the group, like,
Hey, we gotta pick it up.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
pick up your faces.
yeah.
You know, there's a story I read in my kids called Grumpy Monkey. And one of those things of, you know, if you're looking grumpy, it's because you have a frown or your shoulders are slumped. So is that kind of what you have to do, is put your shoulders back and kind of
Just
loosen
like,
up? And
don't put your head down. We're still in it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Move
but-
on from mistakes, I
Yeah.
guess.
that's a good one, because I know in volleyball especially, it's all about momentum. So if you're really just lingering on that past mistake, it's going to kill you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, all right, so it sounds like that first game just low energy, and when you didn't come out strong, you just kind of played from behind the whole time? Is that how it
Yeah.
worked?
Yeah.
Like, we didn't really have any, like, it felt like we didn't really have any fight to get back in it when we definitely could have. We were just like, oh, we're losing, and we're fine with that.
Ooh. I think a main thing was, like, not starting off aggressive.
Yeah. Because whenever we start off aggressive, we're like, even if we're down, we're like, okay, we can bounce back. Like, we got it. Like, but then whenever we don't start off aggressive or with energy, it's always, like, downhill from there. So.
Yeah.
Got it. So we need to figure out how to start with energy, ladies. Come on, we can
Yeah.
do it. Okay, so there was Dodge. Then we went to New Mexico Junior College, which they're another tough team. And I will give you this credit, ladies. You've had a very tough schedule for these first 16 games. Very tough. Which, I mean, that's great because our region is very tough. And not this week, but I believe it's next week you officially start region play. And so this should hopefully prepare you. But, I mean, let's talk about this New Mexico Junior College game. The good, the bad, and what could be improved.
Our energy was a lot better this game. It felt more like a team playing instead of all just individuals. We had more like team connection, I would say.
So you might say you were communicating better.
Yeah, communicating better.
I think that was one of our best games yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt alive. I mean, I think our energy was top notch there, and that's what was, I feel like, beating the other team. It was us getting in their head.
Like, it was fun. It wasn't like, oh, we're losing.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, this is like good. We can fight back. Like, we have energy. We're a team. You know, it was good, even though we lost.
Yeah.
So what was it that, kept you from really kind of just winning that game, you think? What was it? Was it your own mistakes? Was it just, hey, the team was just better than us? What do you think that one was?
I feel like we kind of get in our head towards the end. Like, we can't finish games. Like, we're always so close, and, like, the points will be, like, 20, 25 by the end of it, but it will start off, like, 19, 20, we're down, and then they just go on a run, and we just, like, get in our heads, and we can't really finish the game. So
whenever the score hits, like, if the other team hits 20, that's when you can tell all of us get really frantic.
Yeah.
And
We start
wanting to do
playing
more
scared.
than we should be, like, just being everywhere. I mean, I think
So
that's
someone's saying, oh, I need to be a hero, rather than, oh, well, we are doing the basics, like, we're a team. Everyone can do their responsibilities and we're good.
Yeah.
Dang, that's unfortunate. Because, I know there's been, especially the second day, and we'll get to this here in a second, with Odessa and with Utah State Eastern, but it sounded like, hey, if everyone's doing their job, it's going to be great. Just keep moving forward. So, let's just talk about the second day. Even prior to us talking, it sounds like that was a better day anyway. Do you have, like, a favorite moment during any of those games? Where you just, McKenna had a great dig, Jocelyn, you killed her, had a great block, or Riley did that, or, someone.
Blocking
was
really good.
Yeah.
So you told me there was a block party. I wasn't invited.
There was like 3 of them.
Terrible.
Or 4. Or
So is this a
5.
hard block or
Pretty
kind of
good.
soft blocks?
No, like straight down.
Ooh, you
Straight
roofing
down.
on me,
Yeah.
huh? I didn't know you were starting a roofing company too.
Yeah, I think our blocking was awesome. Even, like, everyone, like, digs, serves were better.
digs were good.
Just
How about passes?
passing,
I think the first game it was a bit of a struggle.
yeah.
But slowly it started to get better into the second game.
Agreed, yeah.
But the first game was definitely a struggle with our passing.
It was mainly just serve receive.
Yeah.
That's what really killed us.
Like, our defense was good and stuff,
Mhm.
but then serve receive, it was just like we couldn't run anything.
So you wanted to be able to create opportunities, but then it just, if you had an
Yeah.
opportunity, you kind of failed. So that
Yeah.
whole finishing thing.
Right,
Yeah.
is what
right,
we're-
yeah.
Got it. So, in other words, you feel like you could compete with these teams, but then all of a sudden you get to a point you're just like, well, we're not going to do it. We can't do it.
Yeah. That explains it perfectly, actually.
Well, then here's another. It's more of an overarching question. So your record is 2-14 right now. You've played some very tough teams, so I'm going to give you guys credit there. Okay, you played some very tough teams. How are you trying mentally and as a team, so personally as a team, to kind of overcome? Say, hey, yes, we played some tough teams. We're down, but we're still trying to improve.
Mindsets, like, going into the game, I think a lot of us are maybe, I wouldn't necessarily say scared, but just because of all the losses we've had, it's kind of have put an effect almost, maybe, I would say, when I feel like we should be going into the game confident, like starting warm-ups off like really loud and like basically telling the other team, like, hey, we're gonna beat you guys. Like,
Yeah.
I think we need to go into warm-ups like that.
Especially, like, we have such good players on our team. Like, we're all really good, and it's just, like, our confidence after just losing a couple of games just went down, and now it's just, like, it feels like we're playing scared, and I think we need to realize that we're all really good players, and we can be a really good team if we just get that confidence back. So I think, like, the main thing is confidence, really.
Okay. I definitely feel like if I were in your situation, it'd be really hard to have that confidence,
Yeah.
right? But it's like, at this point, it's like, hey, we got nothing to
Yeah,
lose. We
literally.
can only get better. It's like, let's do it. Let's go have
Yeah.
fun. And you even mentioned that, hey, when you're doing well, you're having fun.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So just have fun, go play, I don't know. But either way, so that was last weekend. We have short-term memories. Who
Yeah.
cares? Whatever happened. Hopefully you got better. You feel like you did better. Obviously the blocking was better. Passing improved. Energy's getting there. You're making adjustments. Coaches got, like the personalized plans, it sounds like, and those practices are really improving. You're finally having your first home game of the season.
Yeah.
Are you excited to play in front of the home crowd?
Yeah.
Excited and nervous.
I was gonna say nervous, but the crowd is what gets me going.
More
Like,
excited than nervous.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well-
I mean, looking at some of your past games, like there wasn't even any crowd,
No.
so you couldn't really play off of their energy. But having
Right,
that home
right.
crowd, it's like, oh, hey, we have these people cheering us.
Yeah.
Like, all right, let's
Yeah.
go. We can win in front of our home crowd. Granted, this first one will be a tough one against NJC.
Yep.
I believe they're still ranked number 6 in the nation, is how it is. But we don't look at that. We just look at, hey, it's just a potentially future, championship Region 9 game that we're going to be playing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it's on our home court. We're used to playing on that court. I think if we just go out and play our hardest, I mean, there's nothing really to regret.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I genuinely believe if we play like how we played against New Mexico or Utah State Eastern, that we could actually do pretty good if we just have that energy and confidence. Because those games, we had that energy and confidence, and we like played as a team. We just didn't finish. But if we just learn how to finish and like get that groove back, I think we'll do actually pretty good.
So do you think the crowd can maybe help you out a little bit? Hey, all right, so
Definitely home court
T-Bird fans is
advantage.
calling you out, so make sure Friday and Saturday when they play that you show up, because these wonderful volleyball players are going to need your help.
We
they
need
some
it.
Yeah.
support. Okay, so there's my plug there. So I had a question for you, and I've lost it now. But, no, here we go. This is how I usually like to kind of end this one, especially with Angel. If you could wave your magic wand.
Like Disney Channel?
Yeah, exactly, like Disney Channel. There you go. Hopefully that was close-ish to the Mickey Mouse ears. Hopefully that's not trademark, gets us pulled down. But if you could wave your magic wands, what are like one or two things that you could wish for that would say, hey, we're going to win this?
Better team chemistry and confidence. Honestly, I think that's what we're missing.
Trust.
Yeah,
too.
trust.
Yeah. It's like kind of difficult sometimes. Like when we have to cover for a block, like we don't really know who's behind us, or like we don't want the ball to drop. So I mean, it's kind of difficult. Like with that trust, maybe just knowing if that person is there.
So trust, team chemistry,
Yeah.
confidence. It's a whole new thing.
Yeah.
And especially next week when it's region play, it's a whole new season. We're excited. We're here to support you. Thank you very much, ladies, for coming in. Is
Thank
there
you
anything,
for
anything else you
having
want to
us.
say to the camera? You could say hi, Mom, or Grandma, or whoever.
Show up
Come
to the
this
game.
Friday and Saturday.
Yep.
All right, Keeper fans, you heard them. Come this Friday and Saturday. Friday is 6 o'clock, I believe.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
Saturday is 2 o'clock.
Yep.
T-Bird Gym, be there, be square. We'll hopefully see you then.